Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video, and today we're gonna be looking at a wonderful palette. I have the Undergrowth palette by Cosmic Brushes. I'm gonna show you 3 looks with this palette. I'm gonna share my review with you. I'm gonna show you swatches, close-ups, and all these kinds of things, so hopefully you'll enjoy this video. And in case you're new here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, I love eyeshadows, especially green eyeshadows, so hopefully you'll enjoy this video. This is my first look with the palette, but as I said, there's gonna be 3 looks in total, and there's gonna be a couple more looks coming up on my Instagram in the future once I'll have time to actually film with it. So hopefully you'll enjoy this, and now let's get into the first look. I'm gonna show you every single shade. I'm gonna swatch them for you as well, and I'm gonna show you some close-ups with this palette also. So today, since I have time, I kind of want to do a little bit more of a structured look, and I want to play with shapes and stuff. I have a couple new brushes from Cosmic Brushes, so I have 4 eye brushes and then 1 highlighter brush. 3 are with the white packet, with the white handle, and 2 with the purpley handle. I'm gonna try to tell you which versions I have, but I will also link it down below. So I have the CB12. This one is a highlighter brush. Then I have 2 small pencil brushes. So the purpley one is CB5, and it's super small, as you can see. Then this one is also number 5, but this one is even smaller and more precise, so it's the white handle. Then I have this flat brush with the purple handle, and it's CB7. And I also have a eyeliner brush, and this one is CB11. And I think we're gonna start with the shade Fern. And I'm gonna take the super small pencil brush, the number 5. Let me actually take out the little foil. And we're gonna start a crease, and I'm gonna do it like further up than my normal crease is. So something like this. Just want to have like a really deep line. By the way, I've already primed my lid. I'm using the Beauty Bay eyeshadow primer, and I actually am kind of running low on this one, so I think I'm gonna be able to use it up soon. And this brush seems pretty like precise, and I like the way that it's kind of like rounder here, but then like super thin at the end, and it's really nice to hold it. So I think that's good. I'm obviously gonna go back and forth later, but right now I think it's okay the way that it is. Now I wanna take the shade, Marsh. Is that how you pronounce that? It's a beautiful kind of slimy green color that I love these colors. And we're gonna blend out the previous shade with this. And I'm using the number 5, the purple handle, because it's slightly bigger. And then I'm just gonna take like a small blending brush. I'm gonna use the Stingy Beauty EO5, again with the shade Marsh, and I'm just gonna kind of blend it into my brows to kind of create like a diffused look. I just wanted to be precise around the line that we created, to kind of like really soften it out there. Okay, so something like this. I'm gonna take just a little bit of the primer on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna take the flat brush from Cosmic Brushes as well. This is the number 7, as I said before, and I'm just gonna carve it a little bit. To just make it a little bit more precise. You can see like it's just a little bit sharper this way. Okay, I'm so sorry, my camera kind of stopped recording, but I used the shade Bark, this beautiful deep color, and I used this eyeliner brush called CB11 with the white handle. And now I think I'm gonna take the shade Sludge, which is this really deep, kind of very woody color, and I'm gonna use I think I'm gonna use this pencil brush, the purple handle one called CB5, and I'm just gonna fill in the black liner. By the way, I don't really have a battle plan, I just kind of, I'm doing whatever feels fun and cute. Okay, and now I really want to use the shade Lichen. I'm sorry that I don't know how to pronounce anything, I've never heard this word before. So I don't really know if it's like a plant or what is it, but I'm just gonna use that over here to kind of blend out and have like how do you call that? Just like a background. I saw a lot of people doing like a really complicated I'm gonna put a little bit here to have a base. I saw a lot of people doing like super complicated cut creases with this palette, and like with other Cosmic Brushes palettes as well, because I know that a lot of super creative people use these palettes. And I would love to do all of these like super layered cut creases and many different shades, but I don't really have the space on my face to do that. Like, I would wish for that, like, or maybe I'm just not good enough and I don't know how to do details, but I don't have that much space on my face, and it's really hard to do looks like that. Now I'm gonna use the same shade under my eyes as well. And now I'm gonna use a little bit of the shade, I think I'm gonna use the shade Sludge, the brownish one, in the outer part. Okay, now I'm just gonna use my NYX glitter primer and we're gonna get into the shimmers. Okay, so I applied the NYX glitter primer and now we're gonna use the shade Wilderness, which looks gorgeous, by the way. It is such a beautiful like greenish gold, and I want to use that as the main shade on the lid. And I'm still trying to leave out a little bit of that cut crease space so that it actually has like, you know, so that you can see the space and it has some kind of, I don't know, it's like a contrast, and I don't have to use eyeliner to do that. Then I'm gonna use this shade called Swamp because I feel like it kind of blends nicely into the shade Sludge, into the brownish one, which I've already did my other eye, so I know that it blended really nicely. And it's a nice brown shimmer, like, especially with these greens or even with golds and such, like I think it would be a really nice shade, and I don't mind that it's technically a neutral shimmer, which I'm usually against, but certain shades that work with colorful shades are okay for me. And now, for inner corner, we kind of only have one option unless we would do matte inner corner, which I feel like there's enough matte happening and I kind of want to try the shimmer. So I use the shade Vegetation, which is this kind of like a minty seafoamy green. It's beautiful. Maybe it's a little bit more cool tone than this look would need, but I still think it's really pretty and I just really like shades like these, so why not? Like, they're so pretty, they're so sparkly and beautiful. And I really like this formula because so far I don't think I've noticed any I haven't noticed any of the shades being too jelly or too wet, which I think it was slightly a problem with the multi-chromes with the previous collections. So I'm just really glad that this palette doesn't do that. And now I feel like it kind of matches the artwork pretty well. Should I do like a leafy liner? I'm not really feeling like doing that today. So I think I'm just gonna put on mascara, finish up the look and be right back. Okay, so my look with the Undergrowth palette is finished. I'm gonna kind of show you the close-up and everything. I'm actually wearing foundation today, or like a skin tint, because I decided that I haven't done that for a very long time and I want to kind of change it up today. Especially since we have like a little bit more dramatic look. I would definitely not be able to do this at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I finished the eye look with the Revolution Streamline eyeliner in the shade Yellow. Then I have the Rimmel Thrill Seeker mascara. I have the Menagerie Cosmetics Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Kiwi. I just felt like green is the way to go today. I used the Essence Jelly Grip Hydrating Primer to just kind of test it out again. And I used the Essence Skin Tint Hydrating Natural Finish Light to Medium Coverage in the shade 20. Mine is like really dirty and I had to shake it up a lot because it was kind of very liquidy, and I actually used one of these puffs to apply it because I can't find any of my beauty blenders and I feel like I shouldn't even use them because I don't know when I washed them last time, and I kind of feel like every single time I use them, even though I washed them before, I get pimples. So I've tried it with this one is just from Shein and it's just like a powder puff, and I really like the application. It looks so nice and so, I don't know, it just looks a lot more professionally done than when I was using my beauty blenders. So maybe it's the primer, but I feel like I've tried this primer before with this foundation or like with this skin tint. So I will definitely put this in my washing machine and I will use it again next time I want to use the skin tint or any other foundation. I just really think that it could work nicely with this and I like the way it looks today. Then I have the Essence Baby Got bronzer in the shade Cinnamon Spice, is it? Yes, Cinnamon Spice. It's just such a nice scent. And it's a really nice, natural bronzer. Then I have the Rimmel Kind and Free Hydrating Concealer in the shade 10 Fair. And as I said, I used the two eye primer, so the Beauty Bay eyeshadow primer and the NYX glitter primer. And then as a blush and highlighter, I have the Unearthly Spring Magic blush palette, and I've used this shade, this like really nice orange called Alchemy. And for highlighter, I have the Electrum Cosmetics Daydreamer palette. And I've used this green shimmer called Manifest, or like a green highlighter called Manifest. And yeah, sorry, my hair, I've washed my hair today, so it's kind of strange, different, I don't know. But yeah, this is the first look with the Undergrowth. We used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shades. Right? Am I counting that right? So 8 shades. So we have like bigger third of the palette used, and we have 12 shades to go, so I think that's gonna be very doable. I usually use like 6 shades or so for my eyeshadow looks. There are some really nice shades like the greens, the browns, the kind of orangey browns, with these really beautiful light greens and chartreuses and like the kind of blackish color. I really like this. I would like for it to have one lighter shimmer, which is a usual problem for me with cosmic brushes. I think the only the Winter Wonderland palette had like a really light shimmer. Maybe even the Muse has like a light shimmer, but it doesn't go well with every single shade in the palette. And I feel like this could have really easily just had like a iridescent white based shade, like shimmer, that has like greenish goldish flip to it. Like that would work wonderfully with all of these shades. I do like this shade, like it looks very beautiful. It's a gorgeous kind of minty color, but or kind of like minty seafoamy color. But I feel like I wouldn't mind if it was slightly lighter, and I feel like it's not gonna go as well with like if I would want to use my favorite combo of colors, which is these three. So like this like very chartreusey, this mustardy green, and then this deep green. This shimmer doesn't really work as an inner corner highlight, so I would either have to use this as a matte highlighter, like a matte inner corner, or I would have to use other palette, which is not a problem, but this is a 20 pan, and I feel like they could have one shade that does that, because a lot of these shimmer shades, I haven't swatched them yet, but except from the Swamp and then this shade, a lot of the rest looks very similar, like they're all kind of greenish gold. So I'm kind of wondering if one of them couldn't have been lighter and work as an inner corner highlight. That's just like my first impression and like what I first see here kind of missing for me. But like I'm still gonna have so much fun with this. The matte shades were super easy and nice to blend, and the shimmers hasn't creased yet and they look wonderful, so I'm really happy with this. I think it's a wonderful palette, and I think that it's gonna be one of those palettes that I know I can always trust, and whenever I'll travel somewhere I can just bring this, and maybe one of their other palettes, like maybe the Delicious Delights, to just have a couple more fun colors to add to here, and I'm kind of all set. So yeah, I really like these palettes. I love cosmic brushes. I love what they do, and I think they just have a really nice eye for just, you know, figuring out color stories and formulas that most people want, but without being boring or being like everybody else. Also, I feel like if you didn't buy the Natasha Denona Yucca palette, I hope you have this one, because this is such a better version of that. Like, it is everything what I've wanted Yucca to be, and it never was. So yeah, this one is gorgeous. I just can't wait to get more looks out of this. I will swatch it. I don't know if I'll swatch this palette today or tomorrow, but yeah, you'll definitely see swatches in this palette as well. Maybe I'm gonna do it today or before tomorrow's look, just to see what's the difference in these couple shimmer shades that I right now think that look very similar in the pan, and kind of see what I could do with them, how I'm gonna use them in the other looks. So let me know what you think about this look, and let's jump into the rest of the video. Hi guys, so this is the second look with the Undergrowth palette. I went in really like simply today because I'm gonna film the third look as well in a bit, and I just didn't want it to overwhelm myself and do something super hard because then it's really annoying to take it off. I've used the Beauty Bay primer and the NYX glitter primer as always, and then the only other thing that I have on my face, except for my brows, which are the same always, is the Essence de False Lashes mascara, and this one is the Extreme Volume and Curl one, just because it's really easy to take it off with a oil cleanser, and I don't want to spend a million years on taking this off, but I wanted to do like more neutrally look. I think it's a fun one. That looks kind of nice. I don't have any self tanner on. I haven't used it for like, I don't know, 3 weeks, so it's a little bit, I'm quite pale, and like also I haven't been outside all that much lately, so I definitely have to work on that, but I think it's a really nice color story if you want to do something more neutral. Hi guys, so this is the third look with the Undergrowth palette. As you can see, it's very green, and I love this look. It is just so much fun and so cute and so beautiful, and overall I love this palette. I think it has so much to offer. It is so cool. I love all these undertones, and it was such a great time, and I've had such a great time using her. I think we used every single shade in this palette, and I love this palette so much. I can already tell it's gonna be my favorite palette to use, and just kind of my most used palette because it is so beautiful, it works wonderfully, and it just really, it's just me, you know, like this is exactly what I want to use on a daily basis. So what I use today, I have the Beauty Bay primer as always, then the NYX glitter primer. I have the Rimmel Kind and Free concealer in the shade 10 Fair. I have the Rimmel Thrill Seeker waterproof mascara, the Udens Eye Salmon Gel liner in the shade 5, this like really nice green. Then I have this Catrice liquid blush from the Joker collection. It's the Joker's Joy shade, and then I have the Menagerie Arthurine blush in the shade Best Buds because it's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like a highlighter blush duo. It's very sparkly, so I use that to just kind of give me like a very natural glow. And here is how it looks like. I love this. I think it's really nice. It goes super well with my skin tone and everything. And as I already said, like, this palette is what I wished the Natasha Denona Yucca palette was. So it's absolutely perfect. The mattes are amazing. The shimmers, I noticed that the two deepest shimmers, Swamp and Boggy, they're kind of textured, like they have a lot of grittiness to them. But then you have the shade like Fireflies and Undergrowth, which are very jelly, soft, smooth, lightweight, but like very soft. And then you have a couple of the others that are kind of in between, like kind of more normal shimmers. So you have a lot of different textures here. The mattes all blended super wonderfully for me. I've had nothing but the good things to say about them. And I love this theming and the packaging, and just I'm so glad that they did a all green palette. I just think that it really fits with, I don't know, just how they usually present themselves. And I think they did something super fun here. So definitely let me know which look was your favorite, what you thought about this review, and if you've picked up this palette and if you like green eyeshadows. You're getting a 20.69 grams of product or 0.73 ounces. I think 20 grams of product for 20 colors is a really nice deal. And you can use this one for 24 months. So yeah, I love these palettes. I'm so glad to have another one of these. It's kind of becoming a collection. Since I have the Delicious Delights, the Winter Wonderland, the Muse palette, and then this one, all in this size and this packaging. I think they're gonna look really nicely next to each other. Definitely let me know what you thought about this palette, and I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week, and I'll be super happy to see you next time. So, bye!